Do you ever wake up and wonder where your energy has gone? You look in the mirror and see a person who has worked hard, cared for family, built a career, faced battles, and yet you feel drained. Somewhere deep inside, you whisper, maybe this is just how it is after 50. That thought is powerful, but it's also a lie. Society has convinced us that growing older means slowing down, that once you cross 50, your body weakens, your mind dulls, and your energy fades away. You've heard phrases like over the hill, as if life's best climb is already behind you. But let me tell you something important. Decline is not destiny. Energy is not reserved for the young. Sharpness is not a privilege of your 20s or 30s. Your body and your mind can be rebuilt, renewed, and recharged. At 50, at 60, even at 70 and beyond. You are not finished. You are not fading. You are stepping into a chapter that can be stronger, clearer, and more powerful than anything that came before. Think about it. You've already overcome challenges. You've carried responsibilities that shaped you. You've gained wisdom that only time can teach. What if you could combine that wisdom with renewed strength and clarity? What if, instead of winding down, your 50s and beyond became the years when you live with more energy, more focus, and more purpose than ever before? This video is about that possibility. It's about shattering the myth of decline and showing you that energy can be rebuilt, step by step, day by day. You clicked here for a reason. Something inside you refuses to believe your best years are gone. And you're right. The best is not behind you, it's ahead. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stay strong, stay sharp, and rebuild your energy after 50. Let's address the myth head on. The idea that after 50, life slows down, energy fades, and it's all downhill from here. You've heard it, maybe even said it yourself. I'm too old for this. But let's separate truth from myth. Yes, the body changes with age. Muscles may weaken, recovery may take longer, and focus may slip if you ignore your health. But here's the truth most people miss. These changes are not signs of permanent decline. They are signals. Signals that your body and mind need care, training, and fuel. Science proves this. Studies show that adults in their 50s, 60s, and even 70s can build new muscle, sharpen memory, and increase energy through simple, consistent habits. The brain has something called neuroplasticity, the ability to keep forming new connections for as long as you live. Your body has muscle memory. It can regain strength at any age if you move it. Energy is not lost. It responds to how you treat yourself. The tragedy is that many people accept fatigue as normal when, in reality, it's often a lifestyle. Years of poor sleep, inactivity, processed foods, and constant stress accumulate. By 50, people say, I'm just getting old. But the truth is, they're experiencing the results of habits, not the verdict of age. Look at the world's examples. Ernestine Shepherd didn't begin bodybuilding until after 50, and at 71, she became the world's oldest competitive female bodybuilder. Colonel Sanders was 65 when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. At 70, Fauja Singh became the oldest person to run a marathon. Did they succeed because they were younger than everyone else? They succeeded because they refused to believe the myth. The energy myth keeps people stuck. It convinces them to settle, to stop dreaming, to accept a smaller life. But you don't have to live in that myth. You can break it. Your energy after 50 isn't gone. It's waiting for you, waiting for movement, waiting for nourishment, waiting for purpose, waiting for you to stop saying, I'm too old, and start saying, I'm not done yet. Because the truth is, life doesn't end at 50. For many, it finally begins. This era leans on just a few essential pillars. Let's talk about one by one. Rebuilding physical strength, sharpening mental focus, fueling your body right, rest and recovery, purpose and passion. Energy after 50 begins with the body. When you feel physically weak, everything in life feels harder. Walking up the stairs, carrying groceries, keeping up with your grandchildren, even simple things become exhausting. But here's the truth. Your muscles, bones, and stamina can still grow stronger no matter your age. Strength is not just about lifting heavy weights. It's about maintaining independence, balance, and resilience. A stronger body protects you from falls, reduces aches, and keeps you moving with confidence. Even light activities, such as walking, stretching, or using resistance bands, send a signal to your body, I'm not done yet. With consistency, that signal rebuilds endurance, flexibility, and vitality. The key is to start small. 15 minutes of daily walking or a few sets of gentle exercises can make a profound difference. As your body adapts, you can gradually increase intensity. The reward is not just a healthier body. It's renewed energy for the life you want to live. Physical strength doesn't only extend your years, it improves the quality of every year you have. Staying strong is only half the equation. Staying sharp is just as important. Many people fear losing their memory or concentration after 50, but the brain is far more adaptable than most realize. Just like muscles, the mind responds to how you use it. If you challenge it, it grows. If you neglect it, it slows down. Mental sharpness is built through habits that keep the brain active and engaged. Reading, learning new skills, and practicing problem solving all stimulate new neural connections. Even simple daily activities like writing down your thoughts, trying puzzles, or learning to play an instrument keep the brain flexible and alert. Focus also improves when you learn to quiet distractions. Stress and overstimulation scatter your attention, leaving you drained. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or mindful journaling train the brain to stay calm and centered. The result is not just clearer thinking, but also greater emotional balance. And don't overlook the value of sharing what you know. Teaching, mentoring, or guiding someone else strengthens your own understanding and gives your mind purpose. The more you engage your brain with curiosity, discipline, and creativity, the sharper it remains. Mental clarity is not reserved for the young. With the right habits, you can stay focused, alert, and resilient well beyond 50, proving that wisdom and sharpness can grow side by side. No matter how strong your willpower is, you cannot sustain energy if your body is running on poor fuel. After 50, nutrition becomes one of the most powerful tools for rebuilding vitality. The body is like an engine. It will always respond to the quality of fuel you put into it. If you feed it well, it runs efficiently. If you feed it poorly, it breaks down, leaving you sluggish and drained. One of the most common reasons people over 50 feel tired all the time isn't simply age, it's diet. Processed foods, sugary drinks, and heavy meals overload the system, creating short bursts of energy followed by long crashes. Over time, this pattern leaves you feeling permanently exhausted. The solution isn't extreme dieting or complicated plans. It's making simple, consistent upgrades in the food you choose. Whole foods, fresh vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, nuts, beans, and whole grains provide steady energy that lasts. These foods don't just fill your stomach. They supply your cells with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants needed to repair damage, fight inflammation, and keep your brain clear. Every balanced plate you eat is an investment in energy, focus, and long-term health. Hydration is another overlooked factor. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already running low on water. Dehydration often shows up as headaches, fatigue, or poor concentration, but many people mistake it for aging. Simply drinking enough water throughout the day can restore alertness and reduce tiredness more than most realize. Balance is key. Combining protein, fiber, and healthy fats stabilizes blood sugar, preventing the roller coaster of energy spikes and crashes. For example, starting your morning with eggs and vegetables instead of sugary cereal will carry you through the day with sharper focus and steadier energy. Food is more than comfort. It's fuel for the life you want to live. Every choice either strengthens your future or slows you down. And the best part is, it's never too late to change. Even small adjustments, like replacing soda with water or swapping fried food for grilled, create noticeable improvements within weeks. Staying strong and sharp after 50 is not just about moving your body or training your mind. It's about fueling yourself with what keeps you alive and energized. When you eat to nourish, rather than just to fill, you'll feel the difference in every step, every thought, and every moment you live. One of the most overlooked sources of energy after 50 is rest. In a world that praises constant activity, many people see rest as laziness. But here's the truth. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a strategy for strength. Without it, even the best habits collapse. Your body is designed to restore itself during sleep. At night, your muscles repair, your brain clears out toxins, and your immune system strengthens. When you cut corners on sleep, you rob your body of its natural ability to heal and recharge. The result is fatigue, irritability, and foggy thinking, not because of age, but because of neglect.
Quality sleep doesn't happen by accident. It comes from creating routines that prepare your body to relax. Going to bed at the same time each night, dimming lights before sleep, and avoiding late-night screens all send signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Even small rituals like reading, deep breathing, or prayer can calm the mind and help you drift into deeper rest. But recovery is more than just nighttime sleep. It's also about how you manage your energy during the day. Taking short breaks to stretch, breathe, or walk outside resets your nervous system and prevents burnout. These pauses may feel unimportant, but they refresh your focus and keep your energy steady. Active recovery is another powerful practice. Gentle movement like yoga, stretching, or slow walks gives your body circulation without strain. Instead of draining your energy, it actually restores it, keeping your joints flexible and your muscles supple. Mental recovery is just as important. Carrying stress, worry, and unresolved thoughts can exhaust you as much as physical work. Journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet moments in reflection allow your mind to release tension. A calm mind produces more energy than a restless one. Rest is not the opposite of progress. It is part of progress. Think of it like sharpening a blade. If you never stop to sharpen it, the blade becomes dull and ineffective. Your body and mind are the same. With consistent rest and recovery, you don't just protect your energy, you multiply it. At this stage of life, protecting your energy is as important as building it. Rest allows you to show up every day stronger, sharper, and more alive. Because true power doesn't only come from how hard you push, it comes from how well you recover. There's a kind of energy that no vitamin, no exercise, and no diet can give you. It's the energy that comes from within, from knowing your life has meaning and direction. After 50, many people face a quiet struggle. Careers slow down. Children grow up and familiar roles
change. Without something new to strive for, life can feel empty. This emptiness doesn't just affect emotions, it drains physical energy too. Purpose is the spark that ignites everything else. When you have a reason to get out of bed, your body responds with strength, your mind responds with focus, and your heart responds with courage. Passion doesn't erase challenges, but it gives you the power to rise above them.
Finding purpose after 50 doesn't mean starting over. It means building on the wisdom, skills, and experiences you already carry. Maybe your purpose is mentoring younger generations, guiding them with the lessons you've learned. Maybe it's volunteering, giving your time to causes that matter. Maybe it's creating something, art, a book, a business that expresses who you are. Purpose is not about how big it looks to others. It's about how deeply it matters to you. Passion is the emotional fuel that keeps you moving when discipline feels hard. Think back to when you were fully absorbed in something you loved. Time disappeared, and energy seemed endless. That state of flow doesn't vanish with age. It can be rediscovered, whether through hobbies, projects, or service. The difference is that now, you bring to it a depth of wisdom you didn't have before. Research shows that people who live with purpose live longer, healthier, and more fulfilled lives. Why? Because meaning reduces stress, strengthens resilience, and gives direction to every choice. Even small acts, like tending a garden, writing a journal, or helping a neighbor, can infuse daily life with significance. Without passion, even the healthiest body feels tired. With it, even a tired body can accomplish great things. That is the power of living with purpose. It transforms ordinary routines into meaningful steps and keeps your energy alive long after others have given up. So ask yourself, what lights me up? What legacy do I want to leave? Who can benefit from what I already know and have experienced? Your answers will point you to your next chapter. Because staying strong and sharp after 50 is not just about extending years. It's about filling those years with meaning. And when you align your life with passion, energy flows naturally. Not because you force it, but because you're living for something greater than yourself. Let me tell you about Maria. At 55, she felt like her life was shrinking. Once energetic and social, she now found herself constantly tired. She skipped outings with friends because she didn't feel up to it. She stopped gardening, something she once loved, because even pulling weeds left her exhausted. Every time she looked in the mirror, I guess this is just what happens after 50. Then one day, sitting at her granddaughter's school recital, she noticed herself struggling just to stay awake in her chair. She realized she wasn't truly present, not for her family, not for herself. That moment hit her hard. She thought, if I don't make changes now, what will the next 20 years look like? That question became her turning point. Maria began with the smallest step, walking. At first, it was only 10 minutes a day around her block. Her legs ached, and her breath came short, but she kept going. Slowly, 10 minutes became 20, then 30. Within weeks, her stamina began to grow. Encouraged, she added simple body weight exercises, push-ups against the wall, squats from her chair. Her muscles responded, her balance improved, and she felt steadier than she had in years. But Maria didn't stop with her body. She knew her mind needed attention too. She joined a local book club, something she had always been curious about but never tried. Discussing ideas and challenging her memory felt awkward at first, but soon she noticed her focus sharpening. She even started writing a daily journal, which helped her process emotions and keep her mind clear. Next came her diet. Instead of the heavy, processed foods she was used to, Maria began cooking simple meals with fresh vegetables, lean proteins,
whole grains. She replaced soda with water and made sure to carry a bottle wherever she went. Within weeks, she noticed fewer afternoon crashes, more steady energy, and clearer thinking. She also made rest a priority. She set a regular bedtime, turned off screens an hour before sleep, and replaced late-night TV with quiet reading. For the first time in years, she woke up refreshed. That rested energy fueled her walks, her conversations, and her mood. But the biggest change came when she reconnected with her passion. Maria had always loved painting, but gave it up decades earlier when life got busy. She pulled her old brushes out of the closet and began again, just for herself. Hours would pass without her noticing, and the joy she felt spilled over into every other area of her life. She wasn't just rebuilding her body or sharpening her mind. She was rekindling her spirit. Fast forward 1 year. Maria was no longer the woman who dragged herself through the day. She was vibrant. She hiked with her friends, played on the floor with her grandchildren, and spoke with confidence and clarity. Her family noticed the difference. More importantly, she noticed. She realized she hadn't just rebuilt energy. She had reclaimed her life. What changed? Not her age, not her circumstances. What changed was her decision. She stopped waiting for energy to come back on its own and started creating it through movement, focus, fuel, rest, and passion. Maria's story is not rare. It can be your story. Every person watching this video has the same potential inside them. The question is not whether energy after 50 is possible. The question is whether you'll choose to take the first step. Motivation is powerful, but it means little without action. Inspiration lights the fire, but daily choices keep it burning. If you're ready to stay strong and sharp after 50, you don't need a complicated plan. You need small, consistent steps that build momentum. The first step is move your body. Choose one simple activity you can commit to today. It could be a 20-minute walk, a few minutes of stretching, or lifting light weights at home. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. Focus on doing it consistently. The goal is not to exhaust yourself, but to remind your body that it was designed to move. Even a little movement done daily creates momentum and builds strength you'll feel in every part of life. The second step is train your mind. Your brain thrives when it's challenged. Start small. Read a chapter of a book. Learn a new word each day, or try a puzzle in the morning. Over time, these small exercises sharpen focus, strengthen memory, and keep your thoughts clear. Consistency matters more than intensity. Regular mental engagement keeps your mind alive. The third step is upgrade your fuel. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet at once. Begin with one change. Swap a sugary snack for fruit, drink an extra glass of water, or add one serving of vegetables to your plate. These small adjustments, repeated daily, begin to restore energy naturally. The more you fuel your body with clean, nourishing foods, the more energy you'll feel. The fourth step is prioritize recovery. Energy doesn't come from doing more. It comes from balancing effort with rest. Start by improving one aspect of your sleep routine. Go to bed at the same time each night. Reduce screen time before bed, or add a short relaxation ritual like reading or deep breathing. Quality rest allows your body and mind to recharge so you wake up ready for the day. Finally, the fifth step is live with purpose. Each morning, ask yourself, what one thing today will give me meaning? It might be calling a loved one, helping a neighbor, working on a passion project, or simply practicing gratitude. Purpose doesn't have to be grand to be powerful. When you align your daily actions with what matters most to you, your energy naturally rises. The secret is not to do everything at once. Start with one action from each area: movement, mind, fuel, rest, and purpose, and commit to it for 7 days. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. After a week, add another step. Over time, these small decisions build into powerful habits that rebuild your strength and sharpen your focus. Remember this: transformation doesn't come from waiting. It comes from choosing one action, one step, one day at a time. The life you want after 50 is built not in the future, but in the choices you make today.
You've just heard the truth. Life after 50 is not the beginning of decline. It is the beginning of your comeback. For too long, society has whispered in your ear that aging means slowing down, that energy fades with time, that sharpness belongs only to the young. But now you know better. Energy isn't lost, it's rebuilt. Strength isn't gone, it's waiting. Sharpness doesn't vanish. It grows sharper when you choose to use it. Think about everything you've overcome in your life so far. The challenges, the sacrifices, the storms you survived. That history has made you resilient. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you realize, and more capable than you've allowed yourself to believe. But here's the reality. Knowing the truth is not enough. Change doesn't happen through information. It happens through action. Every day you wait, energy slips away. Every day you choose comfort, potential stays locked inside. The question isn't, can you rebuild energy after 50? The question is, will you decide to start today? Picture yourself 6 months from now. You've committed to small daily actions, moving your body, sharpening your mind, fueling wisely, resting deeply, and living with purpose. Your steps are stronger. Your thoughts are clearer. Your mornings begin with energy instead of fatigue. That version of you is not a dream. It is the direct result of choices you start making now. And imagine yourself 1 year from today. You're no longer sitting on the sidelines. You're living fully. You laugh louder. You move freely. You walk into rooms with confidence and clarity. Your family looks at you not as someone slowing down, but as someone inspiring them with strength and passion. That life is waiting for you. But it begins with one decision, this one. So I challenge you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Act. Choose one step, today, not tomorrow. Take that walk. Pick up that book. Call that loved one. Drink that glass of water. Go to bed on time. Paint that picture. Whatever it is, do it today. Because your strongest, sharpest years are not behind you. They are ahead, waiting for you to claim them. The world doesn't need you to fade quietly. The world needs you alive, energetic and purposeful. Your family, your community, your future self, they are waiting for you to rise. So here's my final word. Stay strong, stay sharp, and don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Because the truth is, life doesn't slow down after 50. It begins again, if you choose it.